The way he portrayed himself as a superhuman athlete, capable of showing off crazy feats that made it seem like no man on earth could outgrind.
And spent 6 hours doing bullshit.
He's gone. Come on, man. I saw that and I was kind of like, Ashton cooked. How you gonna fall in a race, bro?
Ashton Fraud in the chat. Ashton Fraud in the chat. It ain't Ashton Hall, it's Ashton Fraud, man. Don't play,
Honestly,
bro.
I felt like he did too much saying that part because that was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I understand we were, ran a race or whatever, but there was no point of trying to, destroy his image even more than what was already happening. Hey, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Ajax Production. I am your host, Seniola Ajax, and we are back with another amazing show. And on this episode, guess what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday, and guess what we're doing on Fridays? We're doing reaction channel. We're doing our reaction channel. And on our reaction channel, we're going to be reacting to interesting content. I know you guys know this guy. His name is Ashton Hall. And his name is Ashton Hall, and Ashton Hall became viral in the past couple of months of this year, and with the good with the good outcome that's happening with his with the good publicity that he's getting, he's also getting a backlash for him being too performative on his routine, or being somebody that uses that uses testosterone boosters or stuff like that, and him being having bad customer service and now being a scammer potentially, right? But without further ado, let's get into the content. Let's dive in. I don't want to talk too much because I get let's get into it. So before I get into it, I actually want to explain that this person, right, Ashton Hall, is going to be competing with IShowSpeed, and and IShowSpeed really whooped his butt. I don't think he expected himself to really get whooped like that, but it's an unfortunate situation. But he got whooped 4 times. It's very impossible to dispute the fact that he's not that fast. That someone that doesn't really train that much or do any exercise like that whoops your butt 4 times. Yeah, man, bro, I can't even help you with that one, G. You gotta take that L. But it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Who was about to rise to superstar status. With his unique morning routine and regular videos of his workouts, the 29-year-old amassed 17.4 million followers on Instagram alone, most of which joined him on his journey in the past couple of months. Along the way, he portrayed himself as a superhuman athlete, capable of showing off crazy feats that made it seem like no man on earth could outgrind him.
No, his physique is insane though. The way it's defined, the way it's put together, it's really nice. It looks inspiring. It looks like something that you might want to, inspire to do. But the interesting part about this is that not that you can't accomplish something similar to this, but it wouldn't look this defined. If you're not using any extra stuff. I would say creatine. I would say working out really hard. But yes, there's a little something that he puts in it that he's not gonna tell us that he does, of course, so he doesn't mess up his brand. But hey, let's see. Let's keep going.
But there are a few things in the world that are more dangerous than letting your ego get ahead of you. Now, after facing off with one of the biggest streamers in the world in a contest he felt certain he would win, Ashton Hall is facing the consequences of a huge miscalculation. In the process, he might have gone past
a huge miscalculation, a giant miscalculation. The man did not calculate the fact that this man has been racing with the fastest person in the world and got tied with him. I know he probably thought he could get that guy too, but it's impossible, man. Come on, man. These people are actually really, really fast people. Ashton, you gotta cut your cloth. Honestly, you should just stay to your business and just handle that part of it. I'm not worried about trying to prove your thing too much. You know what I mean? But hey,
That's the point of return when it comes to his image.
Ashton Fraud in the chat. Ashton Fraud in the chat. It ain't Ashton Hall, it's Ashton Fraud, man. Don't play,
honestly,
bro.
I felt like he did too much saying that part because that was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I understand we were, ran a race or whatever, but there was no point of trying to, destroy his image even more than what's already happening. You know what I mean? Ashton Fraud is an insane fucking name to call somebody. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's your boy LouExtras, and today we're diving into the story of Ashton Hall and how a few
Yo, LouExtras. Shout out to LouExtras. Y'all should go check his channel out. I know I didn't, shout him out, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all go check him out. I'll make sure to put the information down in the bio, please. Let's get into it.
few bad choices cost him the world's respect in a matter of seconds. For a little while, there was no one riding high on social media, nor commanding as many comments or clicks as Ashton Hall. Built around ASMR morning routine videos, Ashton's commitment to this seemingly unobtainable schedule and work ethic drew people in. Whether he was dunking his face in Saratoga water several times a day, rubbing banana peels on his skin, or wearing a full-on...
Honestly, guys, I was one of those people that actually participated in the ice water thing that he got going on when he started it off, before it became actually really popular. I was like, man, that's an interesting concept, man. I actually want to keep my face tight, okay, icing up a little ball. And my mom got on my butt, man. She was telling me, bro, I'm using all hard plastics. I'm doing this ice thing. What am I doing? Man. But yes, this guy, he inspired that. But like I said, he blew up and became very popular, and I kind of left that,
One. Baffled.
So looking at it, bro, we gotta go ahead and get him at least 10,000.
Immediately, the comments let him have it. I'm not saying on Sunday and gets to the gym 5 to 6 days a week while working a full-time job. What you showed me here is a dude with no responsibilities rubbing a banana peel on his face. And while it inspired many copycats, Ashton's particular brand of insane drive hit a level of virality that most could aspire to. But this was by design, as Ashton knew the power of rage baiting. For example, his videos were packed with small, strange moments that made people do a double take. Things like eating a watermelon midway through shooting jump shots, or diving into a pool and staying in the air for 4 minutes. And through all these quotables and bizarre inclusions, he basically...
Man, y'all are really paying attention to all this nonsense. I honestly feel like he didn't start doing that until people started commenting the stuff. Like, he didn't start literally putting those little tactic on the people, like, damn, he did that, why would he do this, and then he let he rode the wave, and that's what actually got him really popular, because the more he did that, the more people, and that's why he's calling rage baiting, and the fact that he knew what would get people talking, he did that. Got more outlandish as he kept on going, like the watermelon, the break and stuff, throwing stuff at the TV. That was another one. That was crazy. I was like, what the fuck the TV for? But hey, let's keep on.
He's gonna do at least 10 billion.
And when explaining how it all went down, he conceded that it was to maximize discussion.
One I thought was really interesting was when you jumped in the air or you dived into the pool and the time changed for like 4 minutes.
So when I jump on this one, but when I jumped in the pool, I see my editor editing, right? And I'm just like, I'm watching it. I want them to comment. It's just a joke. It's funny. You get what I'm saying?
And it's so
But when I
subtle.
posted it on my page, it got over 100 million views, like 150. And then Twitter posted it. I think it got almost 1 billion views. One of the most viewed videos on Twitter. And that was like the main highlight. But it's funny, when I posted on my page.
Okay, as a marketer and a digital marketer, that is so genius. That is so genius. He knew what would get people's psyche to, activate and start having conversation about his content. And that's what real good social media strategy is. Finding out what would get people talking when I make this content. When I do this, what will people say? how people react. That's what you gotta get into the mind of your audience, and then what's it called? Pull the string. You know what I mean? Pull the right strings, and you get the right results. Let's keep going.
Weren't really talking about it like that. But yeah, there's a couple fillers, and there's a couple fillers that we put in there that's a joke.
For those on the outside looking in, Ashton's rise to fame probably seemed like it happened in a matter of weeks, but it actually took a long time to get there before stumbling onto his formula. In his estimations, it's been about 5 years since he started creating content.
So you're making content for, this would be 4 or 5 years?
I'm going on 5 years, but it's 4 right now.
And that he figured out the cheat code with ASMR videos about his daily routine.
Since I've been posting the ASMR videos, you know what ASMR is, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sounds.
the sound design stuff.
Yeah, I was posting the ASMR videos, and people just had so many ASMR video with no sound. That's, I would say, 60 seconds to 2 minutes. And if you have enough clips in there and you post what your actual routine is, people are going to have stuff to say. They're going to comment a lot.
After leaving college following a faltering football career, Ashton lost his purpose and floated from odd jobs before finding it one.
I mean, he figured it out, man. He figured it out. He figured out the formula of how to pose to get people's attention. He did it. You know what I mean? I can't take that away from him. You know what I mean? Honestly, I give him a handshake for that. Come on now. Let's give him a handshake for that.
It's more in the gym. From there, he worked as an LA beginning of a new career as an online coach, which has led to major bags and even a deal with Muscle Team. Whether it was positive or negative, Ashton wasted little time in dispersing advice online on how he got there. From failed football prospect to furniture mover and eventual online fitness coach, Ashton may have thought that his lifestyle would have made him an aspirational figure, but that hasn't stopped him from getting frequently roasted online.
Bro, this dude woke up at 3 a.m.
I mean, at first, I ain't gonna lie, it did give that illusion of an aspirational activity you should be looking up to doing. But as you try to put it in the practical life of someone that actually lives life, it's kind of extreme. You know what I mean? It's kind of extreme, especially when you realize that this is what he does for work. This is not, he's not just doing it, you know what I mean, just on a day and going to another job. No, this is what he does for work. This is how he gets paid. So, of course, I understand that he has an extensive morning routine. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on.
And spent 6 hours doing bullshit. Bro, let's analyze this shit, bro. This is 3 a.m.
Yeah, this good, man.
This dude woke up at 3.
Online fitness coach, Ashton may have thought that his lifestyle would have made him an aspirational figure, but that hasn't stopped him from getting frequently roasted online.
Bro, this dude woke up at 3 a.m. and spent 6 hours doing bullshit. Bro, let's analyze this shit, bro. This is 3 a.m.
I ain't never seen no nigga put no motherfucking duct tape off his mouth.
After years of trying to attain the fame that he saw as the next logical step for his brand, Ashton showed signs of being a viable star rather than a flash in the pan. As his follower increase skyrocketed, his use of the brand and his ice dunks raised searches for Saratoga water by 120%, with the chief marketing officer declaring that he's clearly meticulous in what he does and cares about his entire health. The fact that Saratoga water plays a role in that is amazing, but it hasn't always been plain sailing. After his initial buzz online, some people who dealt with him, such as a website designer named Dan Alves, claimed that this dude hired me in 2023 to consult for his brand. He is so broke and stupid. He then posted receipts of text messages where he accused him of not paying for invoices. Then, photos of an alleged eviction notice surfaced online, suggesting his apparent wealth was all part of a big facade. Despite the evidence to the contrary, Ashton has still been flexing cash to the point that he claims he doesn't know precisely what he's worth.
I don't have 50 million. Okay, you gotta get the 50. Really? You did 20, you gotta get the 50, bro.
Wait, how much do you have? Wait, that was weird. Well, you can be a range. Can I guess? You say higher or lower?
Cash? We
Yeah.
still counting.
Okay.
And his revenue streams have only expanded, with
I
Ashton
guess
claiming
we
he's
still
actively
counting, I
turning down
guess.
money
Come on.
when it doesn't align with his values.
There's a lot of opportunities that we've had. I've turned down millions. I don't even want to put a number to it. within the last 6 weeks, we turned down so much money. And it's just because it didn't sit right. I pray before anything that I get into, and it's just, I have clear answers. If it's a no-brainer, we do it. If it's not, we just don't. And that just comes from faith. It got to a point where I just stopped looking at my DMs. Yeah. But I've had people wanting to wire me $1 million like the same day. And that's just up front to start business. Same day, $1 million. Turn out, no.
Despite all of this, it seems like nothing could bring Ashton down. No matter what meme that made him a laughingstock or what accusation they threw his way, Hall's audience just kept getting bigger and bigger. And clearly, he felt untouchable, not knowing that a streamer was seconds away from destroying his entire persona. If you're on the internet on a regular basis, and
y'all think it's actually over for him? Like, do y'all think he's done? You know what I mean? Because like the facade is done. We know it now. We know his tricks. We know what he's doing. Da da da. So, is he done? Is he cooked? You know what I mean, guys? Is he cooked? Well, let's see.
Under the age of 35, you likely know who IShowSpeed is. Among the most popular streamers today, this Ronaldo-obsessed gamer became a multi-millionaire while he was still in his teens, and has continued to rack up accolades ever since. But one interesting thing about Speed is that his name actually fits him. He's consistently proven to be a standout athlete.
You doing all of that, but you can't do this though.
That's impressive.
You can't do that though.
Crazy work.
Over time, he said and even considered getting into athletics, claiming that he wanted to compete in the 2028 Olympics.
2028, I'll be running the Olympics for sure. I'm gonna do 100 meter and 50 meters, and maybe 200.
And while this seems like a crazy goal for someone who's never competed professionally, it's fair to say that it's not exactly impossible when you see how he can run. After all, he didn't embarrass himself against the literal fastest man in the world in Noah Lyles.
Set.
He's gone.
That was a tie. Let's watch the video. That was a tie. What's the video? Was that not a tie? That was a tie. I'm the fastest man alive.
Although he didn't win, it was indeed a lot closer than many people expected. Meanwhile, for all his big talk, Ashton's credentials are a little less impressive. For one thing, his most fearsome competition in a race was DJ Khaled.
Y'all chill, bro.
Lucia's
Y'all,
AI.
y'all getting on my man Ashton ass, man. This is the most competition he had all year, man. This is the best competition that fits him.
And while he's been spotted running before, he's lied about his pace previously. For example, he's recently claimed to run a 4.21 second 40-yard dash in the Jackson Jaguars' 2025 schedule release video. But that's complete BS for a few reasons. Mainly because the fastest official NFL combined time is 4.22, and Hall's never come close to proving that kind of speed in any legit setting. Along the way, he's been putting on a show, pretending that he's faster than actual vehicles and even dogs, adding just enough theatrics to make it all seem a little bit more believable, even if unedited footage told a vastly different story.
Now, listen, I'm gonna get up to at least 24, 25 mph, miles per hour.
Then there's the small matter of his credentials as a college football player, or more accurately, the lack thereof. Over the course of his entire career, he boasts just 6 carries and 8 yards. Since rising to fame, he's also come under scrutiny over his physique, as he claims he's natural.
Fully natural. I barely take protein. There's no need. I'm 29. I gotta show you guys how I looked at 17 and 18. Like my high school.
Man, I was gonna stop this, but man, we need to finish up this video. This video is getting deeper, man. It's like the facade of Ashton Hall is dropping right in front of our eyes. Jesus, like, I really thought this man was something, and now I'm like, side eye.